Today is May 8th, 2025. When you realize this whole thing is Bill from the Freemasons' initiation into the drug cartel, he had to be able to pull off a scam here. April 24th, 25 in Summit Mall, where Michelle had yelled it out April 17th, 25 in Hartville at the Speedway. She's talking to a guy in an SUV. How she talked to the police up there. How dumb were they? How dumb was she telling that guy that she was part of trying to have me killed when they bashed her in the back of my head, and that that doctor was not one of mine, but worked for them, and they had lied. They'll all probably end up in jail for this. And she had really liked him. Well, that SUV's driving around stopped. The FBI showed up on the 19th in Hartville Flea Market that they had caught her under police surveillance, admitting she was part of trying to have me killed, and that doctor was not mine, but worked for them, and they had lied. Okay? And how dumb were these people walking into an FBI office confessing they were illegally monitoring me? And nobody fell for the dirty doctor taping you unaware before confessing a crime, sat on it until Dave wanted a divorce. And it sounded mechanical. They knew they altered it. The voice alternator. They played with it in front of them in 18, 19, 20, and 21. Okay? You can get them on Google Play. Take a recording of somebody's voice and then talk to it, sound like them, but it's a little different. Well, they had already confessed 2 years ago. They had drugged me and told me to say it before. Repeatedly. Made fun of everyone, made fun of the FBI. Okay? And nobody fell for weird with yourself. We knew it was photoshopped or washing yourself in the shower. They photoshopped everything. Okay? The FBI showed up. Okay? The 24th, up in Summit Mall, off in the distance, a guy yells out, "You tell that guy Will, for the scam he had to pull off here to join us was ruined because Michelle told on them that doctor was not one of hers, that he worked for them, and they had lied. Everything's ruined, and you tell him that we said to take care of her." Okay. Then on the 26th, outside Hartville, outside where I work, that guy that talks to that Indian family pulls up and has them on speaker. Okay. He's rambling super fast. Oh my goodness, they released the tape of the FBI confessing they never fell for it. That it sounded mechanical. And it called these people dumb for trying this with him. Dear God, it's the FBI. You try to scam the FBI. And the weird with yourself, they knew it was photoshopped or washing yourself. And they photoshopped everything. And we got the cartel saying this was some kind of initiation for some guy named Will. That it's that freaky Bill from the Freemasons. We all know he's paying for everybody to follow around and say and do stuff to her. Well, that's what they said in 19 when they confronted him in front of me. I've never talked to him. But they talked about him in front of me, and he walked in, and they confronted him about paying hundreds of thousands of dollars the first few months. This was his initiation into the drug cartel. They never bought it anyways. They were playing him to get the drug connections. And they got a lot of drug cartel. Now, when you realize Bill's trying to prove to the cartel he can extort money out of people and never flew anywhere and he's never getting a dime. These people are so dumb that fall for this, they are so dumb. It's unbelievable dumb they are. They told people the police put charges on her and didn't tell her. They can't. First and last name I'd own the police department. The police have to question you. They have to take you in front of, they have to get the prosecutor's office. They have to take and find out if the evidence is even admissible. Take you in front of a judge to get pending charges. You have to be found guilty in a court of law for them to stick or they fall off. And they have to just let it go. You have to be tried for them to stick. The police just can't put charges on you and nobody talks to you. That's crazy. They lied. Just like they lied, they had a court order to get all my money. The Seventh Amendment in the Constitution, a judge cannot just sign your money over to someone. It takes a jury trial. See how much they're lying? Where they run around, we have a judge sign all her money over to us. We had the police put charges on her and nobody talked to her. Like they could just railroad people. Run a drug scam on them, nobody talked to them. They laugh in the person's face. Huh? Crooked attorney go to a crooked judge, sign everything over to him. Crooked police putting charges on people that never even been questioned. It's such a stupid scam, it didn't go anywhere. It's like first and last names, I'd own them all. I have no charges, no accusations. They're lying. That's where Officer Mark or John or Agent John, Carl's attorney, one of the riffraff walked in there. These people have been impersonating the Stark County Sheriffs, the Portage County Sheriffs. Run around and people act like they're bad-mouthing me. Like the FBI said on the 19th, the police better not be bad-mouthing her with what's going on. It's a drug scam. You know that, right? They better not be bad-mouthing her with what's going on. That's what the FBI said. It is just a drug scam. Was the Florida drug cartel doing it to me? Bill from the Freemasons wanted to join them. They came up with the dumbest scam where the call hired the Florida drug cartel the times of my life before. Didn't work. He wanted to join them. He had to come up with a scam for them to run here on me. The stupidest, dumbest scam where the FBI said, these people are so dumb, you wouldn't believe how dumb they are. As soon as she called the hotline for help, they walked into an FBI office immediately and confessed they knew. She called the FBI hotline. They were legally monitoring her. Trust me, nobody ever fell for this stunt of a dirty doctor taping you unaware of crimes. Sat on it till Dave wanted a divorce. The doctor would go to jail. You know that, right? The law is, it's illegal for a doctor to tape you unaware. They go to jail. Just like Nixon bugging an office. He got impeached and he almost went to jail. The president couldn't do it. It's illegal for them to ask you dirty, filthy criminal questions. They're there for medical. They're not criminal investigators. That's sexual misconduct. Any doctor would have talked to me like that. I would have yelled at him. I'm reporting you, you sicko and pervert. Like the ladies laughed, anybody. Would have screamed at him and called him a sicko and a pervert, and I'm reporting him. They would have lost their license. The law is, Doctors can never illegally tape you unaware. You go to jail. They can't ask you dirty criminal questions either. If they know somebody's being harmed, they have to give a small tip to the police. There may be a situation. I need you to look into it. If they don't, they lose their license forever and they go to jail as an accessory. So could there be a dirty doctor, tape you unaware, confessing a crime, sat on it until Dave wanted a divorce? He's in it with Dave. He doesn't work for you. He works for Dave. He's supposed to be your doctor. They can't even disclose they've seen you, what they've seen you for, or what you talk to them about. Or they go to jail 1 to 5 years. You sue for $1 million, first and last name. They admitted in 1819 they were using the Florida drug cartel doctor. And he was even running experiments with experimental drugs, and that's why I was losing so much weight. When they were stabbing me with the date rape drugs, he was even pumping other illegal drugs in me. Bragged it, they were using the Florida drug cartel. Now, I have no charges. No police wrote up bogus charges. The cartel up in Portage County is running scams on people. They found out it was on the Portage County Sheriff's fake arrest warrants. You were charged and accused of being a child molester. You have to pay $80,000 in fines and a surcharge. Ordered by Judge Paul and Officer Thomas. There's no Judge Paul and there's no Officer Thomas. They try to scam people out of money all the time up there. I have no charges. That's why I'm like, Officer Mark, Officer John, I need you to talk to Carl's attorney when the riffraff walked in there and where that guy lives in my old apartment said it was one of his religious group. They impersonated law enforcement, harassing me. Make sure they didn't say anything to the Carroll County Sheriffs or anybody else, because they're trying to get the other sheriffs in trouble. These people impersonated the FBI agent that tortured me, and I had to go on bladder spasm medicine for 2 years. These people are vile, sick animals. Now they're threatening Michelle. And the originals already told they were using the Florida drug cartel doctor in 18 and 19. That's where I hope Michelle's, some police or FBI picked her up. Because she already confessed to an undercover agent on March 27, 25, that she was part of trying to have me killed when they bashed in my head. Or leave me incompetent. It didn't work. And the reason I don't know who that doctor is, he's not one of mine. He works for them, and they have 5. When police and FBI, when you get around to arresting the riffraff, don't forget the guy in my old apartment. He's running around lying to people. He has my old medical records. He would never be able to have them. The person even gave them to him and him would go to jail for having them. It's probably the fake paperwork to make it look official. Remember January 19th? Guy wrote it up, didn't like her. It's not true about her, get rid of it. Remember that? I hate crackheads. It's just a big drug scam. And if you would talk to them, and if you would talk to the Louisville police, they act like they don't even know about the case. I go in to different towns. Police officers talk about the case. North Camp Jackson Police, April 28th, 24. talked about the case. Stark County Sheriff's at Faith Family Church talk about watching me in the informant case. Madison police have talked about the case. Canton police. And Louisville act like they don't know nothing. That's not a good reputation. You talk to them. And police talked to the Carroll County Sheriff's. Seen a lot of riffraff from the case down there, and they're trying to pull a fast one. And talk to Carl's attorney. You know, just like these people said they were going to steal my dog bite money, they didn't steal it. I'm getting it today. Just like they can't steal my informant money or my Trakasami money. They just lie. They're all lying. That's why I call them the Pinocchio crew. So Officer John Mark, or Agent John, if you're done playing with the dumb people, and, you know, yesterday I was in Shine Swan, got my hair done, this idiot walks in, sits down, keeps looking at me, playing on her phone. Hell no. So I went through, now, they sold even the video of, and if the FBI didn't want you to know, they wouldn't have showed up at a flea market and said it loud for people to see. They know they hacked the case. They know they sold it. Other people haven't. So when they called these people dumb and they knew it was a scam, they didn't fall for the dirty doctor. And it sounded mechanical. They knew it was them and not me. They knew that a Weird With Yourself was photoshopped of washing in the shower. And how dumb were these people trying to pull this with them? So they told Agent John to go up to that church and to act as dumb as these people and tell on her for calling the hotline before he talked to her. So he could find out who was all involved. Agent John was supposed to be an act. You were dumb. You're not supposed to cross over. I'd like my money. We all know you can't ask anybody to stay quiet and then it becomes dumb. Everybody already knew and you're even telling people. But if the FBI did not want everyone to know, they wouldn't have said it in public. Huh? And we all know they have to log it. Like they said, why do these people complain? Those people told the FBI they already knew. They were illegally monitoring her. An agent of theirs told other people before he talked to her. Then these people sold the login. Everybody knows. It don't matter what she says. Exactly. I like my money. Daniel, my grandson, all my grandchildren were happy, loud children. In your face. Wah, 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 wah. Da, 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 da. Happy, outgoing children. Well, Grandma disappeared for a long time. Dave and I were like second parents. Grandma, Jen's mom, Grandma Nikki, and her dad died over the last 7 years. Dave fled the country. Everybody's gone. His whole existence is gone. It's hard for an adult. For a child, it's devastating. Him and Tyler sit in a room. After school, they sit in a room. They sit in a room. That's how they handle it. Carl and I have been getting him out here and there. Taking him places. He's doing a little better. But he wouldn't even cut his fingernails or toenails. Wouldn't bathe. Didn't brush his teeth. I'm going to probably have to pay for an oral surgeon to knock him out to fix his teeth. His dental insurance won't pay for all that. I need my money. He's 17. A lot of his teeth are bad now. If he doesn't snap out of it in the next month with us getting him out or two, going to suggest counseling. Because I keep telling him, bad things happen. Horrible, bad things happen. You just have to set them off to the side and learn to live around them. There's still life, a lot of it. And I told him, I said, over the next 70, 80 years, you'll have so many people come in your life and leave. The ones that love you will stay. But you got to learn to be happy with where you're at. You have to learn to love the ones that are there. And the ones that love you will not leave. It gets a little better when you talk about it here and there. And he doesn't even know everything. He just knows everybody disappeared. Then Dixie running her mouth how she's going to steal all Carl's money and government money. Her and Melissa filling her little hate crime, how she's going to be this big thief. She's going to end up in federal prison. Okay? She's not going to be around it. Her and her little hate crime. And honestly, they find out they are not getting my informant money, and they're not getting the Trakasami money. They tried to kill me before. They could try again. It's not like they didn't threaten they wouldn't come back and do it, because they did. You know, and it's not like I could tell my family when they said, oh, how was your day? Let's not talk about mine. Let's talk about yours. What am I supposed to say? Oh, I almost got shot in the head driving. I had a slam talking sword. They almost ran me off the road. Had to hide a shooting night not to be killed. Well, Dixie knows that one. Because Daybreak Door had gunfire. They went to the wrong house, and I was target practice. Okay? But Danny don't. And then that day was caught on police surveillance, killing 2 people. I mean, he killed 2 people. 2 people were supposed to be dead, and 1 guy's supposed to be crippled. Gunshot night of Christmas Eve of 2018. Huh? Like the FBI said, we all know the gunshot night happened, and none of this is that funny. And we realized how not funny it was when another group showed up and said they worked for a drug lord, and Dave hired them. The Fentanyl Kingsmen. Now, we're going to have a talk. What was I supposed to say to him? How come the FBI... Well, the kids got beat with internal injuries because they couldn't find me to kill me? Well, they know he beat me. What was I supposed to say? I faced 6 stalkers. They were drugged me. The reason I lost 70 pounds, they kept me so drugged up there. They human trafficked me. I got raped and tortured, had to recover from the injuries. That's why you didn't see me for a while. Let's not talk about my day. Let's talk about yours. It was your little informant you left in hell. Dave in the churches got your cartels, got your Trakasami. Through Michael Peterson breaking, he was smuggling oil into the country. Made him give me proof of a letter of allegation of sales. Big money transfers. Lady investigators said they called down there. They said it wasn't legit. They'd look into it. He got arrested for smuggling oil and stealing from the government. I got where he was leaving, what airport he was leaving, where he was staying. What state was buying the smuggled oil, and when the tanker was supposed to come in. Not bad, huh? I kept saying, I don't believe you. Why would I lie? Prove it. And I said, seriously, prove it to me, because otherwise, this just sounds like a big scam. So I proved it. I showed it to a sheriff. Said, how stupid was he giving you all that? A retired sheriff. I know. Tarkasami and 50 other men were arrested. Last time I talked to him, the government shut down his cards. Oh, I sent it into... Not only... I know the FBI and police were taping. I sent it into the CIA, ICE, FBI, Department of Justice. They shut down his credit cards. He's stuck in Venezuela. My response is sanctions are meant for everyone. I got your Tarkasami. Because all that stuff you sent me, they called down it. They looked into him. He got caught. You got Judge Peters out of Florida, that his men were up here, breaking up Faith Family Church. The men from Florida worked for Judge Peters. They were the ones harming you, and they were the ones doing it before. They were the ones selling the login with Michelle. That's where I hope Michelle gets, to a police station or to an FBI office. And if she even can tell them how they hacked their case, or she knows where anybody is, or anything about these people, they may put her in a witness protection program. Those people will kill her. They dismembered Laura's family member, how she died. Get to an office. Okay? I gotta go. But get to an office, honey. 95% of people in the witness protection program are criminals. Only 5% are victims. And they flip people all the time. You got enough information, they'll flip you. And I'll tell you what, getting $5,000 a month, free living, free housing, free medical card, that's not bad. You could always go out and get a job if you wanted to, too, and it beats time. These people are evil. They're pure evil. They sold videos of me being raped and tortured. Faith Family Church, the rapist came in. He was a fake FBI agent. After I was raped and tortured, I just wanted to stay quiet. It took me a couple weeks to go back to church. And I went to Macy's. I seen him. And I got away from him. I went into church. He came in front of 1,000 people and arrested that whore. The young usher with black hair and glasses screamed at him in front of 1,000 people, what you did was considered rape. You leave her alone. 10 aisles of people front and back looking at me and him. Started crying, sat down crying as that usher screaming at him in front of 1,000 people. Ran out. Now, they sold videos as little as 5-year-old children have admitted to seeing that rape and torture, me being human trafficked, raped by strange men. But that torture, they sold it everywhere. Teenagers, everything. July to September 19, midnight to 3. Had to go on bladder spasm medicine for 2 years. Okay? I like my money. Got you a lot of bad people. Marshals used the case, showed up January 20th, 23. They were going to use the case. Friends, Matt's friend on the police department 2.5 hours away know about the case the FBI opened. They got a hold of the U.S. Marshals. They announced themselves in Worcester and that they were going to be taking care of this. They got 800 in one sweep. Where they break their crimes around who they work for, they got them. I'm going to go ahead and upload this. But I like my money. I earned it 100 times over. Okay?